Culture podcast at the Backstreet Culture Museum, and this is episode 8, which is a bonus edition because we have the one and only Queen Brandi Gyro in the building. Woo! Let's give it up. This is a big deal, you guys. So we're gonna sit down today and tap into it with Miss Brandi. So go ahead, no further ado, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, my name is Brandi Gyro. I'm Queen 2024 for organization in KOK, short for King of Kings. I am a serial entrepreneur here. Hairstylist first. I'm the owner of the Hair Studio, Traffic Kitchen and Cocktails, and Traffic Food Truck.
So, Queen Brandi, you have multiple businesses running throughout the city, very well known. Let's tap into some of these businesses. Like, what is your number one passion and hobby?
My hobby is just making people feel good. So in terms of whether it's being a hairstylist, whether it's cooking in the kitchen at the restaurant, whether it's serving in the window on the food truck. And I have other little businesses as well. Side hustles in terms of like interior design, just all kind of stuff. Event planning, bedazzle productions, throwing parties, or just putting an extra touch on any type of event, from a wedding, a birthday party, even down to
Okay, so I know you personally. Myself, we went to hair school together, and which was one of the reasons I came to you and asked you to be a part of the culture at the Backstreet Culture Museum, where we highlight you and display you, and we give your history about being a hairstylist and also being a transgender woman. Can we talk a little bit about the hairstylist field and also transgender?
Absolutely. So, I've been doing hair, since I was about 13, 14. I've been servicing the public since I was 16. I worked in the salon setting since I was 16. I actually opened up my first salon at the age of 21. I'm currently still owning and operating a salon. I'm 32 now. The beauty industry is extremely rewarding. I have been around the world servicing clients. It's great. It's changed tremendously over the years, as you may know, since there's now social media, which is like TikTok, Instagram, all of those things. So being a great hairstylist and a very well-known hairstylist, you have to have extreme talent. And of course, back then we didn't go viral. It had to be word of mouth. So I've paid my dues in the industry for well over a decade, and the industry is still rewarding. However, it has changed. I have deviated from the beauty industry to get into other businesses because I put in so much into the industry, and I didn't want to get extremely burnt out. However, it's still a God-given talent, and at any given time, if I need to use it, I can use it.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it looked like your hair business career has took you to further journeys and heights with your other businesses.
Yes.
So let's talk about Traffic Nola Cocktails.
Yes,
I'm saying that correct?
Mm-hmm. So it's crazy because Traffic Kitchen and Cocktails was birthed from me wanting to open up a high-end barbershop next door to the salon. So being the fact that I am transgender and we live in New Orleans, being trans or just being different, in my opinion, I think most of the people, not all, but most of the people in New Orleans are very ignorant to the terms of being different. So I wanted to open up a barbershop, a real high-end barbershop with like big old TVs, pretty much an arcade for kids, stripper poles, and let's say for instance one of their clients were getting married, they can have like a bachelor party there, full-service bar, massages, all of these things for men, directly next door to BCM Hair Studio. Well, I didn't want to put my face on it. So I reached out to 2 guys that I know, and they said that they would do it, but when I started to build out, they wasn't kind of like responding to me. So I didn't want to be collecting group rent, all of those things. I didn't even want certain men to be like, hey, it's a way to a barbershop, but I can't work there underneath my leadership, So I really wanted to play the backfield. So I took a trip to Atlanta doing the build out of the barbershop, and I was invited to Traffic Kitchen and Cocktails in Atlanta. And Traffic Kitchen and Cocktails in Atlanta is it's a nightclub, but on Sundays they have drag brunch. And the brunch is maybe from 10 to 4, and they close, and then they open up at 6, and then it's open to the public, and it's like a nightclub. So from 10 to 4, we have the community, and everybody's welcome. But it's a beautiful brunch, and then at night it's a beautiful club, which people from all walks of life are there. So when I was there and I experienced that, and I was dealing with, hey, I'm about to put all this money into this barbershop, and I really want the face of, a male, and I just wasn't like too fond of, getting the feedback. They wasn't like coming to see the spot, and it wasn't like, I was sending things that I was picking out and stuff. They wasn't too receptive to it. So I was like, maybe they don't want to do this, So I was like, I can no longer put my money into something that may possibly, don't work out because of my sexuality. And I was like, this is so beautiful. Maybe I should open up this in New Orleans. They sold food, they sold drinks. I mean, it was just a ton of money. I was like, right now, I make way more money doing this than a barbershop, rather collecting boot rent, once a week. I can have customers all day selling food. We can have like brunch and all these things. And I did. So I came back home and I was like, no more barbershop. I sold all of the stuff for the barbershop. And I was like, we're going to do Traffic Kitchen Cocktail instead. And that's how Traffic Kitchen Cocktails New Orleans is birthed from experience with trial and error with one to open up a barbershop surrounded by a bunch of men. And I would be a translator. So I didn't want to fail in that area. And so Traffic Kitchen Cocktails is a full-service restaurant. We started all type of food, New Orleans cooking, wings, pasta, salads. We have Taco Tuesdays. We also have Sunday drag brunch every other Sunday here because, of course, New Orleans has second line. So second line is something that you really just can't compete with in terms of, having things during those hours on Sunday brunch. But it's amazing. It's a nice location. The new location is now indoor outdoor. It's located on Galveston Avenue, like 201 North Galveston, 1 block off Canal Street. So we now have a central location. We've been opening since the end of May, mid-May. We're doing extremely well. We're actually getting ready to have the grand opening after the indoor construction is built out. So I'm excited about that. And the city loves traffic. They love the vibes. They love the food, all the way down to the food truck. And the food truck is just an extension of the restaurant.
Wow. Okay. So that's crazy. You just told me some new history. I didn't know that. Where you got your idea from. That's wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about I know you have worked with so many different people, but just a few here in the city, if you can name some people that you actually have shared that platform with, where there was stage performance or anything like that here in the city, big artists, celebrities, because I know you done tapped into a few things.
Yeah. So Traffic has the original Traffic, which is located on the East. We've had a couple of celebrities come through. To name a few, Kelly Price had a performance there. We had an appearance by all these kisses. Tammy Rivera. We've had Hastizo. He did the grand opening. We worked with a lot of local entertainers in the community. A lot of our local phenomenal drag queens to mention a few like the city. So they opened up the location for the grand opening. We had one big drag brunch. We've had Miss Sophia from Atlanta. A lot of other entertainers. My show director booked a lot of these entertainers. I don't know personally. But we've had quite a few local artists, local bounce artists. Pretty much all the local bounce artists have entered there, supported, or actually did performances there at our original location.
Okay. So aside from being on display here at the Backstreet Culture Museum, what would you say some of your contributions to the city of New Orleans in culture is?
Okay. So I would say I have many in culture. I have many just in general, just a broad spectrum, and I've been doing this for many years. Like the school drives, just holiday sponsorships, always adopting families, and on my day-to-day operation, I am giving back to the community tremendously, knowing and unknowing,
Okay, so this is going to be your first time being queen of Associated Pleasure Club?
Yes, this is my first time being queen. I have rode as a maid in 9 times. I want to say in 2016, 17, I was a maid in Queen Ivy Sports. I was also a maid in Trinity Cockerham. I believe Trini was the queen of the second line down there.
What's up, Dazzle? I see you out here. They got elected as the queen of KIITC. I know that's a big thing for the culture and for the city. Congratulations on one king to a queen. You know, New Orleans culture is a big thing, and you know, with me being a part of the culture, you know, I'm here to support. So, you know, I want to know what's coming, because you do the big shebang bang. This gonna be big. This gonna be for the city. So I just want to know what's up, what's coming up for the community, what you got planned, what's in store from you as the queen of KIITC in this organization. What you guys got coming up?
So we're actually working on KIITC. We're planning a party. I did request that we give one big ball. Usually the queen have her own ball, but I request that we collaborate, the queen and my court and the actual organization just collab instead of them having a big party. Just have one big ball. So I do have a party coming up at the end of the month. I'm trying to solidify the date. I'm expecting on September 28th. Also, the Queens and KIITC ball should be expected to be on October 19th. Okay. And then the parade day is on October 27th.
Okay. So I know you're big with community service in the community. What is your give back to this community? Leading up to your parade and after the parade is over with. Because I know you're going to be reigning as a queen the entire year. This is not a one-day thing. I already know, because you like to do things big, and the city going to back it up. So what do you have planned out for the entire year? I know the leading up to the parade is going down.
So I have not had things in mind planned up for the entire year. However, I am still working on that 6 months of my pre-reign, or during my reign, I was actually battling with the city of New Orleans with one of my businesses. So my focus wasn't really on my reign as queen and on the culture, because of course business is top priority. I wouldn't be able to participate in the culture activities if it had not been for my businesses and the support from the city of New Orleans. So I have not have a year drawn out plans. However, once I get through the second line, I'll have several events and plans to give a tremendous amount back to the city from supporting me. And not only just as my reign as queen, just from supporting me in general, which I do all the time. I do not announce it a lot anymore, because of course with social media and things are so publicized, you get a lot of sometimes critical feedback, or you just get a lot of overwhelming expectations from the community in terms of receiving DMs, in terms of privacy. A lot of times we just receive, I myself and other local entrepreneurs will just receive like cash app requests, all of those things. So a lot of my things I do covertly, to kind of like, but I give back pretty much day to day in the community in general, as abroad, just even in the whole New Orleans and even in the LGBTQ plus community as well.
Hey, Dominique invited me here today, just to come show my love and seeing how we, could push the culture forward. And, support you at 100%. I know Dazzle, I do know this. It's about to be a big shebang bang. She about to shut the city down,
And not to mention, we're going to be breaking history.
Yeah, breaking history.
Yes.
Breaking history in the Treme community.
Absolutely.
Coming out of the Treme Center. Dazzle knew she was coming in at 6 to shut the city down. So I'm ready.
I didn't even know we were coming out of Treme.
I mean, the streets buzzing.
Yeah.
But that's what the streets saying. So I got you here. I want to
we're coming out of
what I'm expecting
from the organization standpoint. We are coming out of Treme. You should just expect the beautiful queen, none other than less, of course, over the top. That's just who I am as an individual. I'm just extra. I was born a queen, should I say? I'm a queen in real life, not just for a second line or for a 4-hour event.
But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. I'm excited about it. I'm super excited about it too, reign as queen, the first transgender queen in New Orleans.
That's a big thing.
It's really huge.
It's a big thing, and to see the culture moving forward in that direction is a big thing.
Absolutely, because I've always wanted to be a queen. You know, I've even asked a few organizations. In my opinion, I believe I was overlooked. However, KOK did reach out to me last year, I want to say in November, and asked me. So I was shocked when I received the email. And I'm planning my wedding, so it was either 2024 or 2025. So I was like, you know what, I'll do it 24 because I'm getting married, and this is going to cost me a wedding. But
It's about to be something serious, huh?
And we don't want to leave the organization out, so let's shout out the president and give us his name.
So the president, his name is Dwayne Smith.
Frank King.
Also known as Frank King.
Frank King.
He owns and operates a printing business. He does t-shirts, acrylic designs, cutouts, and all of the printing needs. So special thank you to Dwayne, special thank you to all of KOK members, all of the supporters of KOK, and just the city of New Orleans in general for giving me this opportunity to name as queen and as the first transgender queen.
So therefore, how was the queen, me being a former queen of the culture, how is the king and queen selection took place with this?
So again,
because I'm sure a lot of people in the community want to know that.
Okay. So I'm not sure exactly how they selected queens because it is an all-male club. And again, they've only had one queen in 2014, I believe, and they haven't been on the streets in 4 years. So this will be the 10-year anniversary of parading, and they wanted to come back and select, their 2024 and 2025 queen. One of the members, his name is Corey Kelly. Me and Corey have a great relationship, and I believe that he's just probably always knew that I wanted to do it. So they put my name out there, and they all voted, and everybody said it's going down. So if I can answer that question, I will believe that Corey, when they had the meeting and discussion about, queens, I believe that Corey, put my name.
And this is a big thing for the city. Yeah, it's big. When you take on the role of being kings and queens, the expectation is big. And your name is big, Dazzle, in the city of New Orleans, so these people waiting. These people waiting. And I'm a bluff. I'm selling y'all first. I will be at the door. I want to see what's going on.
I would actually want y'all to be there at least like 30 minutes prior. I have something special.
Do we have to have special tickets for grandstands? Because I know they're going to have grandstands. They're going to have security. I'm going to feel like the president in the 6th Ward.
Yeah, so I ask that anybody who's coming out to support, please come to the second round maybe 30 or 40 minutes prior before the night actually starts. I believe it starts at 1 p.m. I have a little surprise for y'all before we come.
Well, I know you got a lot of fans. And Tremendous Luxury Experience is going to be in attendance. So what do we have to do to secure our spots to make sure we are there?
Just come, just be present. It's no.
I don't want to fuss and fight to get in the front. I need to get the front seat. Okay. So I need to make sure that Tremendous Luxury Experience has the front seat.
So you know what, Alex? I never thought about that.
You got special people coming in.
We're gonna have it. We're gonna have it, of course, barricaded and stuff. But you know what I mean? Do a second set of barricades and pass out some VIP passes for the front room if you're not in the front, So you know what? You just gave me an idea.
And
we're gonna do a double barricades and I'll get some passes.
That's all out. And do you have the route for the people?
I do not have the route. I did speak to the president on today, and he told me that he'll have the route today for me by the end of the day. But I do want to add for those who are coming out, a lot of people usually park their cars that have to go like from stop to stop. I will have a few transportation open to the public to just get in and be able to ride the whole parade.
That's what. Let's see. And this is what it's about. Elevating the culture, bringing the culture to the next level. Nobody never done that before.
We never done. So and my objective as queen, I wanted to do a lot of things that no other queen I have seen here in New Orleans have done. So that, like the transportation thing, that is, something that no other people have done relative to the parade. People get tired, they get exhausted, they don't want to go. At the end of the parade, they have to find ways back to their car, so I will have transportation for 4 hours.
Okay.
During the duration of the parade, and it's open to the public.
Okay.
That's great.
Couple quick questions, Brandi. This is for you. So you're also an author of a book. Let's talk about your book.
So I have a book. It's called Living Life Transparently, Trans and Capitalized. written by me, and it's 12 chapters. And it's basically my whole life history, everything that I've been through in life, just living as a trans woman, transitioning, my childhood, life lessons, things that I've been through, I've experienced, a bunch of things that's personal that a lot of people may not know. In the process of me actually releasing it, I did have a huge legal issue that came out, which prohibited me from releasing it. So I'm almost done with this legal issue, and the moment I'm done, the book will be available to the entire public. And I'm grateful for everyone who has supported thus far. I have a lot of pre-orders, and those who have been waiting patiently with me as I navigate through this journey with my legal battle.
So with you being the very first transgender woman queen-elect over a social Eve and pleasure club in the city of New Orleans, would this be a chapter that's going into this book?
So since I have time and it's not released yet, I never thought about it, but I may close it out, you know? I may close it out with some queen things. I may close it out because it's really huge. I'm grateful a lot of girls like and women like myself look up to this opportunity to be included in our culture, and we are overlooked, or we are marginalized into, hey, I probably don't want to, I don't want to have them represent, a lot of people may feel like that, but so I will,
So with you being a part of the culture and being elected and being that girl in the city of New Orleans, do you have plans to bring big names from around the world into this parade to showcase the city in a different way?
So I do have,
and I'm sure you have the connections to make that happen.
I do have the connections to make that happen. I do have 2 big names that will be gracing the stage prior to me coming out, and they both are international. I can give you guys a little hint. One is from New Orleans, and the other one, I believe she's from LA. But I did secure a big name girl to come and join us.
We not a part of this court, Hollis. We not in the court, so we gotta just stand on the sideline and watch everything happen.
I'm trying to get my special wristbands. I'm trying to get my wristbands.
That's crazy. Okay, Brandi, so we're not going to let you leave here without asking our questions. We always ask on Keeping It in the Culture podcast, and we do this to everyone. Top 5 artists. Your favorite top 5 artists of all time.
Beyonce for one. I love Kelly Price. I love Kiki Wyatt. Lawrence Flowers. He's the gospel artist. And I love Monica.
Okay.
So that would be part of my top 5.
And if you could live anywhere else besides New Orleans, because we know you're a New Orleans girl and ain't no culture like our culture, but anything, the closest place to home that you still would feel NOLA would be what?
I wouldn't say feel NOLA, but close to NOLA. I am moving to Atlanta.
Atlanta? Okay. All right. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you. Give them your website, give them your Instagrams, your Facebooks, TikToks, everything where they can look you up and look forward to this parade and follow your journey all the way through leading up to the parade day.
You can follow me on Instagram at Brandi.J_, TikTok BrandiJ. The website is www.brandijonline.com. And my salon is located in New Orleans East at 8700 Lake Forest Boulevard, Suite 103B. Traffic Kitchen and Cocktails is located at 201 North Galvez, New Orleans, Louisiana, 7011. And if you need to reach me personally, the number is all over the internet. You can just Google the Dazzle, but I'll give it to you here. It's 504-669-2246.
So Dazzle, before we check out, if you guys, I know you got something to tell the girls to be ready for it. We need you to tell the girls to be ready for this parade. What is it that you got to let the girls know?
Well, I don't really have much to say because, the girls know that I'm always ready, so you don't have to really get ready. But if I had to tell the girls anything, I'll tell them get up real early.
It's gonna be a show. It's gonna be and it's coming from yours and truly, D-Dazzle, baby.
And also anyone who wants to donate, because support and donate all your platforms. You're accepting any donations.
Absolutely. So I actually have a couple of fundraisers we like to support. We did like a couple of raffles. I actually have a raffle now, and raffle meaningful things. So my first raffle was the first place was a Gucci bag. Girls love handbags, you know. The second place was free credit repair because a lot of people do need big credit repair. And third place was $250 Visa, and then I wound up doing $100 bonus. The raffle that I have now is the Louis Vuitton Night Game and valued at $22.50, and the raffle's only $10, and then I'll have my coming out 40, and then we'll have the bottle. So you guys can support any one of those things.
Dazzle is not playing with y'all.
They come to play. And so once again, I thank you for showing up at the Backstreet Culture Museum and kicking it here with us at Keeping It in the Culture podcast. You on display here. Hopefully we might get this gorgeous gown in here, girl. We gonna have to make room for that though, because we don't have that kind of space.
That's on the I know they gonna want to know these questions before we go. What is the price on this gown? Just give them what's the price?
It was almost $10,000. It was $9,859 and some change, and not including the 3 flights that
it took your flight. You just flew out for that.
Probably about like $10,500.
Oh, this is big.
And that's my first look.
This is big.
First look, so you plan on doing multiple looks?
Yeah, I'm doing 2 looks.
Jesus Christ. Jesus
Christ. This is a big deal. Yeah, so once again, we thank you for showing up. Any last words or anything you want to lead the people with? Anything we didn't ask you that you want to mention, or any words of encouragement to upcoming transgenders or anybody you want to say?
I want to say, like, to all of my people in the community and the LGBT community, always keep striving for your goals, your dreams and ambitions, and it's people like you that are opening up doors for us to be able to be as one and be equalized one another as cisgender people.
Yeah. And we're going to sign off with that, with the one and only Queen Brandi. Woo!